Treasure hunting and I share a love-hate relationship. I've had a few good hunts, but most of mine fall flat, mostly due to me, right? It's usually user error. It's a lack of experience, and usually misjudging the distance is one of my biggest pitfalls, misjudging the distance. The only way to get better is to practice. So we're going to have to run some more hunts, and I thought, hey, you know what? I mean, let's go along for the ride for this journey and see what we can make happen. Hey there, John Henry here, ssftg, welcome to the video. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome my friend. I hope to earn your like and subscription today. In this one, treasure hunting, again, it's a great way to kill some time if you're waiting at the doctor's office or something, but it's a legitimate way to earn upics and even spark. Well, at least if you're good at it, right? That's a big caveat for that, because for me, it's usually more break-even and more fun for an adventure than anything else, which is why I typically record them. That said, I would like to keep getting better at them, and that is going to take some practice. Of course, if you aren't in Upland yet, it's going to be really difficult to follow along, so make sure to swing over to discover.upland.me/ssftg to get signed up with our special promo 6,000 starting upics, 1,500 more than other links. And not only that, you also get a massive 50% bonus on your first upics purchase up to 50,000 upics. More info can be found on the link that we just talked about, or you can head over to ssftg.com/upland for more details there too. For treasure hunting, I like to start in the middle of the map per some previous viewers' tips. It helps kind of orient where things are and where chests are going to be a little bit more easily. Keep in mind that you can only see a total of 8 directions when we're talking about treasure chests. They don't point directly to it, so it's our job to judge the distance and the direction to assume that high probability band that it's going to be in. So effectively, if we break this down, it will look like this. You've got your north, south, east, and west, but then we can also have the other directions, which is what Upland shows you. So you can think of these as kind of little areas, little cones, if you will, that's looking out over in this direction. And then this cone is over here, and this one's over here, etc., etc. And what our job is to do is to figure out, based on where we are now, and based on what the arrow is telling us, where is the high probability band that property is going to land inside of. Now, it's not going to point directly to the property, it's just going to point in the main direction of that, it's not a quadrant, but the 8th or whatever you want to call it. Then from there, we have to figure out where it is. So that's kind of a general idea as to how treasure hunting works in a nutshell. So starting out in the middle of the map will give us a bit of an advantage because, well, we're basically at the center. Don't forget another important step before you go into a hunt. You have to make sure that you have enough sends. You don't want to start a hunt just to find out that you only have 2 sends. I hope you're lucky on your sends, because that's a really big bummer. Then you got to run around and try to rush and grab them. You don't want to deal with that. I already went around and grabbed them for this step, but it's a very important key element that you do not want to forget about before you start. For this one, I've got a property that's basically smack in the middle of the map, my Pallister property. So let me go in here, and I'm going to send to here. And we'll get that going. And that will park me right about in the middle of the map so we can get our treasure hunt going for the first one. So let's see here, zoom in. Perfect. Now, to begin our treasure hunt from here, what we'll do is we'll click the 3 dots, we'll go into the treasures, and then we will spawn our free. They actually have riot mode with 28 players going too, but let's spawn our free chest. We could win between 60 and 1650. Hopefully we get more than 60, but we're going to try to keep it as solid as we can. So, spawn for free. We'll get that going. Let's zoom in. Where's this treasure chest? Get our treasure clues going. Okay, so this sign is actually relatively close. It's pointing straight south. Now remember, that doesn't mean that it's directly south, but it does mean that it's going to be in this area. Now, given the distance, and this is something that I have a hard time with usually, I would normally guess that it would be further out here. But a lot of times with Detroit, it's been kind of throwing me off. So I'm going to go sooner. I'm going to second guess myself. I know that's usually a bad idea, and we'll see if that can get me a little bit of a better idea as to where this treasure chest is. We still have 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Plenty of time. Okay, that was a good one. We're a little bit further south, so actually, I shouldn't have second guessed myself on that one. It is a little bit further south. Let's go further down here, not too crazy, because here, there's barely any properties. That's a really awkward one, isn't it? It's got to be down here, though. Maybe it's a little bit further than I would think it is. How about if we jump over here? There's a nice cluster of properties over here. Ooh, 25 send. No thanks. 25 send. 25 send. Dude. 10. Sure. Okay, let's go to that one. All right, we'll go over here. See if this puts us a little bit closer. There we go. All right, now you can see it's pointing in kind of the southeast-ish direction. That band will tell us that we should kind of assume that it's going to be maybe over here. Trying to look. Those are really cool places. I like all of the properties over here, so I'm going to go over here a little bit further. 10 up extend, that's okay. And we'll see if this gets us a little bit closer. Not there. Ooh, man, that was a close one. Really close one. What is it, this little sliver? How about send to this one? That's only 10 upix as well. Got it. Nice. That was a really, really good one. Let's go to the treasure chest. Grab this one. Rock and roll on that one. That was a pretty good, pretty quick find there. I feel like we went through that one pretty well. Oh man, these minimum chests, man, I'm telling you, these things are the bane of my existence. It's a good thing we kept the send costs on the cheaper side because, man, I'll be lucky if I can get more than that minimum. All right, we did find that one relatively quick. How many sends do I have left? Ooh, wait a minute, hang on, we got an epic chest. I'm probably not going to get there, but let's see if we can find it. Epic chest? Did you see that treasure clue that popped up there? Let's see if we can hunt this really quick. 10 upix. 5. I only have 5 sends. How close can we get here? All right, a little further. I'm going to go up here. I'm hunting this epic treasure chest as part of the community one. Let's see if we can get it. Ay, 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 man. A little further. How about over here? 10 up extend again. I've only got 3 sends left. I've got to be really careful. All right, last one that I can give it, unless I can find one with a send. Let's make it count. I'm going to go right there. Please. Oh, it didn't tell me a chest. Oh my goodness, I am like right next door to this thing. All right, I'm going to take a chance. This is usually a really bad idea, but I'm going to single send to the end property to see if I can get it. Oh no, are you kidding me? Oh no, I missed it. Oh, what a mistake. It's a little further over here. I don't have any more sends though. Catastrophe. Can we find a send? I don't have a send on anywhere near me. So this is the danger that you'll sometimes run into. Can we get lucky and find a send that's close? No, nothing's close. Well, I took a risk. I tried grabbing that epic chest and I landed close, but I misjudged the distance. Oh well, I tried to grab it. Worth a shot, right? So now that I've blown through all my sends, the process of getting more sends is a bit more complicated, but if you have more properties, it makes it a little bit easier. Effectively, what I like doing is going through all of the properties that I have and seeing if there are any sends around there that I can try to adjust my directional bias towards. And so far, I am striking out pretty hard on finding any sends here. Anywhere? There are no sends anywhere. All right, let me see if I can find one real quick. All right, so I might actually have to buy a property to send to get one and hope that it's close enough. So you're lucky that I made that mistake. Let's jump on in here, and then I'm going to send over here and see if we can get close enough to get that send. There we go. Okay, so now we got 2 sends. So sometimes when you make those mistakes, it was worth the risk because if I landed that limited chest, that would have been wicked awesome. I didn't land it, but I took the shot at it. It's okay. We're out a couple thousand, not a big deal. I'll just have to, you know what? Actually, that was the same amount as my earnings. I'll just use my earnings to cover my my greediness to try to get that limited chest. And now we're basically right back where we were again before. So pretty straightforward there. But that's the process if you oversend. If you can't find any, though, sometimes you just have to wait until they reset. You will get 3 more after it rolls over. All right, well, now that I pushed my luck on that last one, I feel kind of defeated, not gonna lie. I got 60 upics on the first one. I tell you what though, man, that first one, that went really, really well. That was a good hunt right to it. I feel like we didn't really dabble around at all. It went really, really well in that first one. We need to get more of those. I feel like I'm getting better at the distances, although the distances would have been a lot nicer had I gotten that last limited chest. You can't win them all. Oh well, right? Well, there's always next time. That's going to do it for this one, though. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts for new videos, or epic street views, or anything else, drop them in the comments below. You know I always love hearing from you. Until the next one, enjoy, rest up, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next.